Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton. It's Monday night, and I always have the craziest dilemma on Mondays, and not having anything to do with the start of the work week. Excuse me, but the main thing about Mondays that I have issues with is that I have so much television that comes on Mondays. I watch Dancing for Relevancy, which I can't talk about until Wednesday, even though I'm dying to. But I also watch Real Housewives of Orange County, and I watch that after they've hacked. So that takes me a good, 45 minutes after 10 o'clock before I'm able to post. But I got this, so it's all good. But before we go into that, just tidying up some loose ends real quick. Real Housewives of Melbourne. Okay, I want to talk about a couple more ways that they're getting the shaft by Bravo. Okay, one of them is that there is no secrets revealed or, lost footage episodes of Melbourne. Okay, so that's unfortunate. And this is for both Melbourne and Cheshire, there aren't any nominees for any of the Real Housewives awards from Melbourne or Cheshire. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Like the secrets, revealed, that's unfortunate, but the not being nominated for any Housewives, and both of those shows, Cheshire and Melbourne, have been on longer than both Potomac and Dallas, and they were nominated in every single category. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. Bravo, that you did those ladies wrong. That's fucked up. Seriously, that's wrong. That's wrong. So, anyways, just thought that I would throw that out there because that's really seriously horrible. Okay. Anyways, Housewives of Orange County. Okay. First of all, you know how they're in Ireland, and I think I might have even said this last week. So if I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to repeat myself, I apologize ahead of time. But I love the music that they play in Ireland. It very much reminds me of Pixie Hollow from Disneyland. And Pixie Hollow is, if you're not a Disney goob like me, Pixie Hollow is a location in Neverland where Tinkerbell comes from, and she has all these kinds of fairy friends like Silver Mist, Rosetta, Fawn. FYI, I'm totally going off on a tangent here, but I think it is a little bit also fucked up, Disney, that for the Paint the Night Parade, which by the way is an incredible parade. It is awesome. I can't wait till it comes back because it is unreal how amazing that parade is. But they have Rosetta, Silver Mist, and Iridessa, but no Fawn. Really? So last time I went to Disneyland, because I always go to Pixie Hollow. Every year I always go to Pixie Hollow to meet Tinkerbell. So I went to Pixie Hollow and before you meet Tinkerbell, you get to meet one of her friends. Now, for a while they had Terrence, but he hasn't been around in years, so that's unfortunate because I've never got to meet Terrence. I would have liked to have met Terrence, but oh well. But Fawn was there, so I was like, okay, I know. I wanted to hear what her explanation was. I was like, okay, what's the deal? Paint the Night Parade. She's like, why am I not in it? I'm like, yes, exactly. Why are you not in it? You should be in it. And she was like, well, I'm an animal fairy, as you know, and at night is when all of the animals are sleeping. So I am going around making sure that all the animals are asleep, and that's why I can't be in the Paint the Night Parade. Very genius answer, by the way, from Miss Fawn. It was pretty damn good, so I give her props. So anyways, that's just the whole Pixie Hollow. I love the whole Irish music thing. It's really great. Okay, now Megan, God bless Megan, because she was just, her and Kelly Dodd just going up to strangers saying, are you an O'Toole? But then she finds someone that she's related to that looks like her mom. She does look like her mom. I totally see it, Megan. I see it. So I hope that you've kept in touch with Frances, because she seemed like a lovely lady, and I hope that you have kept in touch with her because she is wonderful. Now some not so wonderful things. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing about Kelly. Kelly reminds me a little bit of Ramona from Housewives of New York in the respect that Ramona is the type to just say whatever and then apologize afterwards. That's how she got the name the Apologizer. That's why Andy Cohen did all these, these promo clip packages put together of the Apologizer, and it's all these times that Ramona has apologized. But here's the difference between Ramona. Well, there's two differences between Ramona and Kelly. One, we have had years to warm up to Ramona, so as viewers, we are not as offended by Ramona as we are by Kelly. Kelly, like I said, she's got New Girl Syndrome, NGS, right? And but I will say this: in Beverly Hills last year, I felt Catherine had NGS a little bit, but Erica Jane did not. Erica Jane was like, "Bitch, I'm a singer and I'm popular. I've had 7, or as Yolanda says, disco hits," which is I thought that was funny. But she was, she doesn't need anyone's approval. She didn't watch the show, so I didn't get that vibe from Erica Jane at all. Whereas Catherine, I felt had a little bit of New Girl Syndrome. And it wasn't as bad as, say, you know, um, like Gretchen, or who had a really bad was Aviva, but from Housewives of New York. But I'm going all over the place. So Kelly Dodd, we're talking about Kelly. So the one difference is that we've had years to warm up to Ramona. The second difference is that Ramona does not insult people on purpose, right? When she says things that are insulting, it's just because it's just what she's saying and the way that she's saying it. It's not because she is trying to insult people, right? Whereas Kelly Dodd, she is in the moment. Now, she might not mean what she says, and she says she doesn't mean it, and I believe her. I don't think she's lying about that, but she says whatever she can to hurt you, and just she really, and even though the way that the other girls have gone about pointing this fact out to her has been it has been a little bit Mean Girls-ish, a little bit. They've been a little cliquish, but she really has brought that upon herself, because you don't just say horrible things to people and then, oh, I'm sorry, because they showed you tonight with all of the flashbacks that she's done that a lot already this season. So, but that's what makes me think, again, it's the NGS, it's the New Girl Syndrome, where she's really trying to, make a name for herself, but I just don't think that this is the way to go about it. Whereas last season with Megan, she was more trying to basically call Brooks out for lying about cancer, because I think if he had picked any other disease, if he said he had AIDS, I don't think she would have said anything. But when he said cancer, and that's what her friend, Jim's first wife, had, that really set her off. And I was like, oh, and of course it all came out. He was a big liar, and he was lying about everything. And, so it's really unfortunate. But, oh, and here's another thing. So I swear to God, last season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when the whole storyline was about, Lisa Rinna doubting that Yolanda has, or thinking that Yolanda has Munchausen's disease, right? Okay, so I swear to God, I was hoping that they would do a crossover and get Megan King Edmonds, because that bitch is on the case when it comes to being a detective, to finding out whether or not people are really sick, right? Call Megan King Evans. We'll find out if she really has, Lyme disease. Oh, Gigi's got rheumatoid arthritis and she needs chemo. Call Megan King Evans. Let's see if she's lying or not. I mean, like, seriously, that was a Shahs of Sunset reference. But I mean, I thought they were going that direction, but they didn't end up going that direction. But really, they should have. I mean, it would have. I think that was a missed opportunity on the part of Bravo. But anyway, so, and this is just going to get worse for the Housewives of Orange County. Next week is going to get worse. So we'll see how that goes. fingers crossed for the ladies. I'm sure they'll make it through it just fine, but it's just it's hard to watch sometimes. It's like, ooh, that is not a good idea, for on both ends. So, anyways, I want to say thank you for tuning in to the real for me to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County and the Real Housewives of Melbourne and Cheshire a little bit. Thank you so much. And tomorrow we're gonna feel free to chat about them, RHOC and Real Housewife shit. If you hashtag Real Housewife shit, I know you're talking to me. So if you want to chat with me, follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton, hashtag Real Housewife shit, RHOC. Tomorrow we're going to be talking Below Deck, and then Wednesday, Dancing for Relevancy. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful night. Wubba, wubba, wubba.